looking back just a couple hundred years ago, before TV and the internet and electricity, you might have felt that time went by a lot slower in a lot of different aspects, from your day-to-day activities to waiting for the next big technological advancement. As a human race, we've always been pretty ingenious, but we really didn't make any great strides in technology for thousands of years, at least. Now, looking back just 20 or 30 years ago, and when we start to analyze the technological landscape with computers and the internet, it seems like today the entire world's on the brink of something new, and the next big technological advancement is right around the corner. In these few short years, we've gone from boxy computers with dial-up connection to smartphones and laptops and all these mobile devices with 4G LTE broadband service to connect to social media networks like Facebook. And it kind of blows your mind to think that we're just getting started with these technologies. Businesses today, they're going to have to change significantly because of the internet, particularly social media. And any business hoping to reach a wide and active audience, they should prepare for these changes and adapt to them. Today, we're going to look at a few ways in which the future of business will change and has changed because of social media sites like Facebook. This chart shows that 93% of business owners use Facebook, ahead of Twitter at 79%. In the coming years, 62% of business owners will use Facebook for marketing purposes, and 66% will increase Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn activity. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is commerce. Early on, social media developed a reputation of reaching audiences at a low price. Before 2014, Facebook, they were allowing companies to reach their audiences for free. That was a smart move, and it brought lots of marketers to the channel because the prospect of a free marketing channel with the potential to reach 1 billion people proved to be irresistible. And the perception that Facebook promoted offers online for little to no money started to grow. Now, while this may seem vague on the surface, it's important to understand just how social media impacts businesses, especially their sales systems, from the way they market to the way they receive payment. Advertising using Facebook gives businesses a distinct advantage in the realm of social media. Not only can they narrowly target a market, but there's a bunch of apps and protocols and other social features that will allow you or any business to build large, thorough, and effective lists for the purpose of driving people into that conversion tunnel. One very obvious way that social media has impacted business and commerce is through real-time feedback. Social media channels, they allow businesses and consumers to have this instantaneous interaction, and the added value on the business side is that the feedback, it's shared on the customer's network. So when it's positive, it serves as the best form of advertising. For customers, on the customer end, the interaction provides a much better means for voicing a concern or problem, as opposed to the old days where they had to call a customer service line. And on the business side, again, this serves as a valuable opportunity to solve a problem and potentially build a brand advocate if handled correctly and effectively. So the next thing we're going to go over is engagement. More users can only mean more opportunities for businesses to extract relevant data regarding their customers quicker. On one end, you have large businesses like, let's say, Target. They have a greater opportunity to connect with customers, whether they're dealing with the customers via customer service or simply keeping them engaged with their brand to build up some type of loyalty and broader recognition. Social media has changed the way businesses and brands engage with customers in a lot of different ways. Especially on Facebook, there's a range of apps to use to engage with consumers, and this particular social networking site makes sharing material not only easy, but it makes it fun. Alright, next thing we're talking about is awareness. Even though increased exposure is more difficult to measure than a metric like traffic, marketers and business owners rank it the #1 benefit of marketing on social media. Now, whether through social channel engagement, referral sources like Google Analytics, or customers sharing in person or by phone how they found the business on social media, business owners and marketers believe that social media gets them in front of more and wider audiences. Facebook makes it a simpler process to reach a much broader scope with their brand in general. And even if businesses aren't dealing with the strict metrics like return of investment through ads on Facebook, having a wider brand reach can pay off in the long run. with members' news feeds, a business's timeline, the ability to target fans and customers through mobile methods, and even now with video ads and other features, the ability to increase brand awareness amongst a business's niche will change for the better as Facebook evolves. Now we're going to talk about demographics. It's already relatively easy to target different demographics when using a site like Facebook. Not only do the site's tools provide you with a range of options to target different demographics, but third-party ad management apps also add to the effectiveness of a business's marketing campaign. As social media advances and mobile becomes a larger part of the landscape, reaching and actually engaging with people from around the globe as in-brand to customer relationship will become a huge part of a company or business's success. And lastly, we're going to talk about costs. As more of the world starts to communicate via social media, advertising costs are going to continue to decline. And that's not to say that a lot of ad features won't possibly move up in price, but with all the features that we talked about in this presentation, organic brand marketing is going to become more and more effective. Focusing on quality, shareable material, targeting a more interested niche, and giving people more bang for their buck will ensure that a business develops an audience without having to spend a fortune. In closing, it's hard to predict really how exactly social media is going to change moving forward, but by following already established trends and the recently released updates on a lot of these social sites, the big picture is becoming more focused. Social media has had and is continuing to have an influence on businesses, marketing, and on how businesses engage with their target market. The use of social media to share and engage with others continues to grow at an astounding rate. So it would be wise for any business to develop and implement a sustainable social media strategy in order to successfully take advantage of this rapidly changing environment. Again, my name is Mike McCassell, and thank you for your time. Bye.